playing Sirens. Welcome to Australian Musician. Adam, Greg, and Jesse.
Cheers.
Guys, where did it all happen? Where did it begin? How did it begin?
They look at me.
He started it.
I guess just playing in other bands. I'd always had a bunch of songs that I'd written that didn't work with the bands that I was in at the time, and I just kind of had the skeleton of them, I guess, like the melodies and the basic chords and whatnot, and just wanted to get on board with some good guys who'd come and have a jam and see how it went, basically, and that's where it started. I think that was around 2010 or something like that. So I'd known Adam's band, his previous band, the Titus, around the traps, but I think I just put out an ad or two and got talking to Adam, and then found out, I think my previous band that I was in, band I was playing at the time, Valenti, I think, had shared a bill with Adam's prior band, and just got chatting, and started putting the guitar parts together, and then came across Greg. Your previous band, I saw a clip on the net, and or somewhere, and I might have been on Channel 31 actually. But like the way this guy thumps his tubs, so I'll get in touch with him.
You've just recorded a new album. It's called Atsu.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
It's a Japanese word that can be roughly translated to mean pressure, or forces pushing on each other, I guess. So I don't know. I guess thinking about it now, you're going to get a lot of different things happening when you exert pressure or force on people or situations, or So I guess if you're going to take a meaning from it, that'd be it. Yeah.
Well, was there any albums used as like references, sonic references, or
in terms of what we wanted Atsu to sound like?
Benchmark albums?
Look, I've always loved a band called an album Porcelain by a band Sparta. I just think the production and the guitar sounds and the drum sounds, everything on that, it didn't really sound like any other album I'd heard. It just sounded great, and really just a big fat sound. I mean, as guitarists who play rock and roll, the benchmark for me, I don't know about you, Ads, but it's always been Malcolm Young's rhythm guitar sound. It's just visceral. There's something that just gets you in the guts about it. So Back in Black's always been a massive benchmark record for me in terms of sound. I've always loved the production on XTC's album Black Sea. Just massive drum sound, big guitars, vocals are right here. So that's what I was kind of chasing.
There are millions of rock bands in the world, but for me the thing that separates a good band from an ordinary band is intent. You guys certainly play with intent, you sing with intent.
Okay, thanks.
Is that a conscious thing?
What do you mean by intent?
Well, when you sing, you mean it. When you play the guitar, you mean it.
Oh, cheers! That's a really cool compliment. I've always, I guess, if you don't have anything to say, then don't say it. You know what I mean? So, but if I do have something to say, then I'll put 100% behind it. There's no point doing anything by half. So, I sing my guts out. When we play live, and he plays his guts out. Adam's drenched in sweat coming off, blood on the guitars. It's just how we've always done it. We just hit as hard as we possibly can when we play, and I guess it's a personality thing. Maybe I guess that's why we work well together, and why the band's got the sound it has. Yeah.
From what I've seen, you mainly play the rhythm parts live? How do you work out your guitar parts?
Mainly, I guess, we share probably a bit of it. It's usually we start playing the same lead and then realise one's playing it and the other one doesn't have to. So, no, we I mean, Jesse's a great lead guitarist and has a lot of, really signature lick lines in a lot of the songs. So he has a really great, sharp sense of melody and rhythm. So, and I just really try and sit in the pocket in there and give him something to play along to.
I think bands sound bigger and more three-dimensional when you're not doubling up on what everyone's playing. Like, I mean, I know there's some albums out there like, they go and track the same rhythm chord progression like 20 times to try and make it sound bigger. But the biggest band, the bands with the biggest sound to me, again, if you're talking about bands like XTC or Fugazi, they're bands that don't cross over into each other's sonic territory. So if I'm laying down a rhythm line and singing, then Adam's jumping up the fretboard and playing inversions or doing a counter melody underneath me or a call and response type thing. And we really like again, the Andy Partridge, Dave Gregory, XTC things where the guitars kind of bounced off each other and you really hurt. And I guess they got that from the whole Lennon Harrison with the Beatles. The guitars, a lot of interplay. So. Yeah. I guess that's where we get our guitar parts from.
That's fairly evident in the song "Breaking Broken." It's almost like a Stones thing happening.
Oh right, cool. Yeah, awesome. So we try not to cut each other's grass in terms of he's playing a G chord, I might as well just play a G chord. What's the point? You've got two guitars, use them.
Yeah.